So bright. Why do I look like that? Are we in focus right now, or whatever? What's going on, guys? Richie here, back again from the Red Planet Gaming. I know it's been quite a while. Where have I been? Well, you see, yeah, where have I been? Life gets in the way, but you know what? It is what it is. So, anyways, if you couldn't tell by the name of the title right down below, I'm going to give you my irrelevant thoughts on KSI versus Logan Paul 2. I did this before. It was a very impromptu video. It was very sloppy. Yeah. Why does it still look like we're out of focus? I'm gonna look at this in post, and I'm gonna be like really angry. Maybe I should zoom in. Oh, ooh. I'm not going to give you the whole rundown of the whole entire card because I really don't care, to be quite honest with you. I just want to give you my thoughts on the whole controversial blah 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 yada yada yada. Even though this is probably never going to see the light of day, but at the end of the day, I want to do it anyways. I did a little bit of research, so I'm going to read off some articles and I will source them below and all that good stuff, so you can check it out yourself if you want to. Even video links included that I will be including in this video. But before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, turn on the little notification icon to never miss an upload or a live stream. I kind of stopped streaming because my internet is awful. My cousin tends to do the streaming whenever he's free, and I'm going to try and get back into the swing of uploading videos because, yeah, this channel's been kind of dead. I kind of want to get started on the whole referee situation. I know there was a bit of controversy regarding referee Jack Rice, whatever, letting KSI have like a 5-minute break or something like that. And yeah, kind of wanted to go back into some of his other controversial opinions. Oh no, I'm sneezing. Logan Paul, help me.
The first thing I did this morning was sneezed 3 times, and then I've been sneezing throughout the whole day. Called Shannon. I was like, "Yo, should I take Dayquil or ibuprofen before the fight tonight?" He said no because it'll mess up my heart rate.
When he refereed the Wilder and Fury fight a little while ago, Tyson Fury was pretty much down, and he didn't wave off anything. He didn't stop the fight, none of that. And the reason being was because he was quoted in saying in this article from badlefthook.com. He says, "Let me tell you, if there was earlier heavier damage and Fury had been hurt, you know, there was history in the fight that he was really getting knocked around and he fell like that and hit his head, I would have waved it off. But the fight was so close, the magnitude of the fight, you know, a heavyweight championship fight. I've always been taught to count a champion out, and I wanted to give him every opportunity. So I took my time, not that I stalled the count like these knuckleheads are saying, just patient, and I went down to make sure what I was doing was correct. Because I want to do what's best for boxing. I always want to do what's best for boxing. And listen, look at all the talk, look at all the controversy over who they thought won the rematch. This thing here, there was such a buzz over this. I think it's best for boxing. Let's see it again. Yeah, I mean, if you look at the footage, whatever. I can see why people were angry. I can see his point. At the end of the day, I'm not a referee, I'm not a boxer, I'm not the committee, I'm not any promoter, none of that nonsense. So, it is what it is. So I can kind of see how people are a little ticked off and upset and yada 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 with as far as KSI getting like this 5-minute break or whatever, or according to Shannon Briggs, I think he said it was like 5 years or something like that. I don't know, like a 30-minute break.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you probably don't remember right now, but if you look at the tape, he hit you with the uppercut. You was out. And then...
I mean, if I was out, how did I get up almost instantly?
Because when the referee gave you 30 minutes to recover.
30 minutes? Bro, I took a minute because I knew I couldn't give Logan too much time to recover because I knew he was gassed.
I can see where people are coming from. However, there is a little bit of a, you know, this is where it gets a little tricky that a lot of people don't know. This person looked at the replays and everything and recorded it off of their phone and, you know, just really made it well aware why Logan Paul got that minus 2-point deduction thingamabobber. So if you just Google boxing or MMA rules, you will find a picture that says strikes to the back of the head and neck are illegal in both boxing and MMA. Just a few punches to the head or neck can cause deterioration of motor skills and paralysis. And then there's another image that I saw, which was in the thread of this guy who made this video. You can't hold your opponent and hit him at the same time, or duck so low that your head is below your opponent's belt line. When the referee breaks you from a clinch, you have to take a full step back. You cannot immediately hit your opponent. That's called hitting on the break and is illegal. Logan Paul, when he knocked KSI down, You can clearly see he was holding his head. He uppercutted him, I believe, hit him in the back of the head, and when KSI was like down on all fours, he kind of, tapped him again on the back of the head. And referee Jack Rice, I can't pronounce my horse. The referee went up to him and said, "You can't do that," and he, took away 2 points right then and there. KSI made, a bit of a point in which Logan Paul said he slipped, and then they did the replay, and then he was like, "Whoa," where he pointed out that he didn't get a point or anything for knocking Logan Paul down. Who was I rooting for? KSI, of course. I think the vast majority of people were. I know Logan Paul has come under a lot of scrutiny for things he's done in the past. Am I a person who is able to forgive? Yes. Do I know the guy personally? Absolutely not. Would I love to meet him? Probably. Would I love to meet Jake Paul? No. Would I love to meet KSI? Absolutely. He looks like a pretty chill dude. Would I love to meet his brother? Absolutely. But I'm going on a tangent here. He's come under mass scrutiny for the thing he did in the forest and a couple other things he did while he was in Japan and whatever. I can see why all of these actions that he's done has pissed off a lot of people. And that's why they wanted to see him get beat, see him be humbled, blah, 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 blah. At the end of the fight, KSI and Logan, they exchanged pleasantries, they gave respect. It was a nice feel-good moment. The little handshake reminded me of that scene from Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers.
Dylan! You son of a bitch.
So going back to what referee Jack Rice said, or, his whole reasoning for him deducting those 2 points, reading off of the article, it says the penalty was decisive. 2 judges scoring about 57-54 and 56-55 in KSI's favor, while a third had it 56-55 for Paul. But Reese stands by his decision. Asked about the incident, Reese told Seconds Out, "Please watch the replay." So Logan hit him with a really good shot, an uppercut, and then Logan grabbed KSI behind the head and hit him with a second shot while he was holding him. But KSI was already stumbling from that first one and going down, and then when he was on the ground, Logan hit him with a straight punch. There's no such punch in boxing from 12-6, and Logan hit him. It's a felony. So originally I said, no, stop time, and I was going to do something. I gave JJ as much time as he needed to get back up to his full strength and recover to level the playing field. And then I told the judges to score the knockdown and then take away 2 points for the illegal blow, and the playing field was then leveled. Now look, listen, by no means was this going to be a Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier fight. This wasn't going to be Mike Tyson in his prime or anything like that. However, looking back from the first fight, it was leagues better. You can tell that JJ and Logan Paul put in the work. Logan Paul was looking absolutely ripped. JJ looked good as well. I know a couple of the punches were a little insane, especially on JJ's side. No offense to JJ. But you can tell both of these guys were just pretty much looking for the knockout blow. And that's okay. I completely get it. But it is admirable of the fact that these two guys were going out there with their reputations on the line, with their brand, with their everything that they stand for, everything that they've built on the line, because boxing is not an easy sport. Shoot, even baseball isn't an easy sport. It's not a safe, it's not a safe sport. You can get hit in the face with a 90-mile-per-hour ball and you could be out. You know what I mean? And, just look at Muhammad Ali. Look at a lot of these fighters who have deteriorated from blows to the head. Even wrestling, professional wrestling, MMA fighters. They all know the risk that they are taking for the sake of people's entertainment, or just the fact that these are their dreams and they want to follow their passion. You know what I mean? So it's very admirable in that sense. Now, is this good for boxing? I definitely think so, because it brought a whole bunch of eyes to DAZN, which is a stupid name. I remember seeing it initially and I thought it was DAZN, but whatever, I digress. It brought a lot of people from the fan base of KSI and Logan Paul to DAZN, whether they did the $20 option or the $100 option, or they decided to stream it illegally on the internet. Whatever the case may be, it brought a lot of eyes to the world of boxing. The Staples Center was sold out with like 12,000 people, and there are millions watching around the world, you know what I mean? And yeah, there's going to be people who scrutinize the fact that this was the main event of the card over a whole bunch of professional fighters who have, you know, blood, sweat, and tears scratched and clawed their entire life to get to this moment in their careers. I understand that. I'm a huge fan of professional wrestling. Case in point, or just primarily the WWE. There are a lot of fans, and even some of the wrestlers, the boys in the back, who get angry at the fact that there are part-timers who main event cards over them when they have been continuously grinding day by day. But you get a big blockbuster name like The Rock or Brock Lesnar or Goldberg who main event and win titles and yada yada yada, but that's because that they are the box office draw. They bring in the money, they bring in the eyes, and that's what's going to bring pockets of people from different areas to watch said product. It makes sense, you know what I mean? So in that regard, I respect the decision of why they made that the main event. I don't know where this is going to lead. I don't know if KSI is going to have another fight. There's you know, rummaging, of course. I'm sure Logan Paul is going to do something, whether it's another fight or if he's going to go to MMA. I don't know if his stupid brother was going to fight. Who cares? Because after all, he was just kind of like...
I don't know if you know this, but, like, boxing is rigged and, like, Logan should have won.
Oh, whatever, dude. Doesn't matter. A win is a win. At the end of the day, it's just good for business overall, and I would love to see what these guys do. You know, even Joe Weller. There's a whole bunch of stuff that can happen. You know, there's a lot of eyes on the boxing product now, and I feel like it's because of this, and that's really cool. You know, and I'm interested to see what happens. I hope you guys are interested in seeing what happens. Whatever Logan Paul does, hopefully he doesn't get sick again. Hopefully he doesn't sneeze. I don't think there's going to be a trilogy. It would make sense for there to be one. Who knows? Maybe they'll get the bag later on.
Hey, you want to go get another fight?
Yeah, sure.
I'd be interested to see it. As someone who wasn't really too much of a big KSI fan when this whole YouTube boxing thing started,
I really don't like KSI. I hope he loses. He's so cocky. Joe Weller needs to knock him out.
but now, hey, like the dude, just to have that drive, that passion, that will, and that determination, you set your mind to something and then you go and do it. This guy has done that with pretty much everything that he's done. I can see where people are coming from as far as Logan getting lowballed or screwed, but I can also see why, you know, the whole boxing committee decided to give KSI that win. You know, Logan Paul did get a little carried away. I do think that he didn't bring his A game for some reason, and I'm sure versus sparring and training to the actual fight, it's a lot different, you know? Again, you can tell that these guys were just going for a knockout blow because they said that they wanted to get a knockout, you know? And of course, they want to win. So everything that you learn kind of goes out the window. Granted, again, like I said, to reiterate, they did a whole heck of a lot better than their first encounter. Again, Logan Paul had a whole year to train, and KSI, again, he's just a hard worker, and he did a lot better this go around as well. I don't know, whatever they set their mind to, I'm sure they're gonna do it, and I'm eagerly anticipating it, like I said. But I feel like I'm kind of going on a bit of a tangent, so I'm going to end this video here. As I made mention, I will source all of the videos and the articles that I used in this video down below in a little source tab. I will put socials in a little source tab, so you can follow me on Twitter. You can follow or like our Facebook page, follow us on Instagram, and I will leave another little tab for all of our other channels, so you can subscribe to our film channel if you want to, even though that's been dead in the water for probably well over a year. Again, hope you enjoyed. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, turn on that little bell icon. Let me know if this lighting was okay. I'm probably gonna hate it when I edit this video. One other thing, I left a little comment on one of Deji Comedy Short Gamers, or whatever he goes by now, right after JJ won. I think it was like my brother won the fight or something like that. I left a little comment. So the reason why is because I would love, if I was in his shoes, I would love to give someone the opportunity to make a name for themselves. If you've ever seen Rocky, Apollo Creed, Carl Weathers' character in the movie, gave an unknown guy from Philadelphia a chance to fight to become world champion. And Rocky Balboa, fought through adversity. And I think it's such a cool story to see someone who is this unknown come from nothing to something. And not that I'm trying to give you a sob story or anything like that, and I'll try and make this quick, but I love making videos. I wish I could do more. I've fallen out of love with it for quite a while because life just gets in the way. But at the end of the day, I still enjoy this whole video making process. I love editing videos. I love gaming with friends. I have a whole bunch of content that's lined up, and I highly doubt that this video is going to see the light of day. But it would be pretty awesome if you can tweet this to him at Comedy Shorts Gamer. Tag him in it, whatever you can do. That would be awesome. But it is what it is. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, turn on the bell icon, check the description box down below for all the links and videos and articles that I've used as sources in this video. Let me know your thoughts down below. Any and everything, feel free to sound off. Tell me what you thought of the fight. That is pretty much it, and I guess I will see you in the next Irrelevant Thoughts video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will catch you guys on the flippity flop, and thank you so much for tuning in.